How I made a large kitchen island for just under $150 might surprise you. I've seen dressers turned into kitchen islands before, but I needed something bigger. I found a solid wood lawyer's desk secondhand that I knew would work. I began by removing the top, it was just screwed on from underneath, and the drawers. I figured out how the legs were attached and removed that hardware. Flipping the desk on its back, I removed the legs it came with and began constructing new ones out of 2x4s. This step is to heighten the desk from 30 inches to counter height, which is 34 inches. Now, initially, I wanted to hoist up the desk on these 2x4 legs and then wrap the exterior with a paneling that went all the way to the ground. But unfortunately, this desk had rounded edges, and that posed an issue for me as the paneling wrapped around the front where the drawers were. I couldn't figure out how to make that transition seamless. So since I couldn't figure that out, I used my Craig jig to secure a bottom piece to the 2x4 legs, making a more sturdy and attractive design. It's still not what I was going for, but after everything got painted black, my legs blended in just fine. The paint I'm using is the same stuff that was on my kitchen cabinets when we moved into our new house. The previous owners had just left us some. It's Rust-Oleum chalked. Now, while I love Rust-Oleum brand, I'm going to be honest, I do not like this paint. I don't think a chalk finish should be applied to surfaces like cabinets, which see a lot of wear and tear because it shows everything. I'm planning to repaint all my black cabinetry and this island semi-gloss black in the near future so it's more durable. Before painting the drawers, I removed the handle hardware. Then I sanded them lightly just because these ones need a little extra help adhering, make them a little more durable. And then I also filled in like blemishes with some putty. In the middle of this piece, I disassembled the lock from the skinny drawer where a lawyer might secure their desk. I moved the track for this drawer to the center of the middle cavity. Then I flipped the desk completely over and secured a piece of plywood cut to size along the bottom to create a shelf. This is 1/2 inch thick birch leftover from my modern industrial end table build back in the spring. I cut another piece of this birch plywood to size for a door covering the center desk cavity. Again, the rounded edges posed a problem for me because I could not figure out how to get the hinges mounted on the sides. Eventually, I gave up and mounted the hinges to the top, where the wood was a normal 90-degree angle. Although it is unusual to have hinges mounted like this, invisible, I kind of like the uniqueness of it. It is still a very functional area to store extra kitchen stuff. I also attached a magnetic latch on the inside so that the door stayed closed. Now to tackle the top. I actually found a really good deal on these closet doors at Menards for $10 a piece. I have 3 of them and they measure a little over 6 feet long. So after I put 2 of them down, I realized I could just cut the 3rd one to size so that there would be an overhang on 3 sides of the island. I laid down painter's tape to protect from any damage while I cut, and then I measured out on my table saw and just ripped it down. To attach it on top, I used wood glue and then I drilled pilot holes, installed anchors because their closet doors are hollow, and screwed in screws through hardware already existing on the desk from the old top. The piece I cut gave extra width to the countertop and sat right in the middle. When the glue was dry and all the screws secured, I filled in the crevices with wood putty. I sanded the edges where you could see the writing that told you these were once closet doors, as well as the wood putty when it was completely dry. For extra support on the overhang that would get used the most, I pre-drilled and then screwed and installed these simple brackets, 3 of them, that I spray painted black. And then I came back in with some Metalcraft paint and filled the screw covers with black paint as well, just to make it all blend in. Of course, when all of that was done, I coated the countertop in multiple layers of polyacrylic. I think I did 4 layers on this just to make sure that the top was really protected. Oh, I almost forgot to mention we added 5-inch bar pulls on the drawers and on this center storage area, provided by Liberty Hardware. Now that I've converted this desk to a kitchen island, the functionality is unparalleled. It gets so much use and it is perfect for the space. I love the pull-out cutting boards. I love how easy it is to clean the top. I love all the storage space. It really is the perfect piece for the center of our kitchen. I hope that this inspires you to think outside the box when it comes to your kitchen island.